Next up for us, 1 p.m. Eastern, Detroit Lions. God, they made me feel good last week, man. 6-7, 2-3 on the road at the New York Jets. 7-6, 3-3 at home at MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. It's cold, 37 Fahrenheit, sunny, and there is some wind, 13 miles per hour. Go into the line history here for Lions Jets. We have these Lions opening up as 1-point favorites. They're now 1-point dogs. Interesting. Very interesting. From a total side of things, this opened up at 47 and has dropped all the way down to 44. Wow, the big switch. I just want to see what the money line is here. Switch the Lions go from just minus 104 to minus 101, so not much there. Cash-wise here, we have slight line value on the Lions. 54% of the tickets and 64% of the cash on the Lions. 5,424 tickets in, but the market moving towards the Jets. 69% of tickets and 88% of cash on the under, and the market uncomfortable with that, moving that total down 3 points. Lions have won 5 of 6, their best stretch since their last postseason appearance in 2016. They've scored 25-plus points in 5 straight games for the first time since 1954. Coming off a big 34-23 win at home over the Vikings, Goff 27-39 for 330 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. DJ Shark, 6 catches for 94 yards. That 1-year, $10 million contract not looking so bad anymore. Amon-Ra St. Brown caught 6 passes for 68 yards, and Jameson Williams got his first NFL reception. As a team, they ran 30 times for 134 yards. They were 7 of 15 on third down, 464 yards of total offense, and their defense was strong. They completely shut down the Vikings' rush attack, held them to just 22 yards on the ground. They had a ton of pressure on Cousins. They sacked him 4 times, hit him 9 times, and they were playing without their backups that they used quite a bit off offensive guard Evan Brown and outside linebacker Derek Barnes. Jets have lost 4 of 6, and their playoff hopes are dwindling. They come in off a 2012 loss at Buffalo. Mike White showed a lot of character coming back from injuries twice, 27-44 for 268 yards, and then boarded an ambulance for a trip to the hospital at the end of the game. Jets were trailing 14-7 when White was sidelined. Joe Flacco comes in and sacked by Rousseau and loses a fumble immediately. Garrett Wilson, 6 receptions for 78 yards. Elijah Moore, 6 for 60. Zonovan Knight, 17 for 71. They were 8 for 17 on third down. I already mentioned that when we were talking about the Bills because that stat kind of stuck out to me. I didn't realize that they had succeeded on third down when they had just 4.2 yards per play, but they held the Bills to 2 of 13 on third down and just 232 total yards. The weather played a part in that. 3 sacks, 4 quarterback hits. Take it away for us here, Andy. Detroit Lions, New York Jets.
Oh, this was going to be such a nice spot to bet the Jets. Jared Goff coming off a really good game because he's indoors and he can't fumble the balls when he's indoors, but going outdoors, cold weather city, off a high would have been great. I just can't do it with the uncertainty around the Jets quarterback situation. I'm not sure what's worth, if it's Flacco or if it's like a 60% Mike White. I like the Jets a lot here. I might bet them closer to game time if we can get some sort of certainty around the quarterback spot. But this Detroit Lions, they thrived last week because they played a bad defense. This is not a bad defense. This is a good defense. This is a good defense playing at home, and it's just Jared Goff outdoors. Like I'm hoping the Lions continue to have some success. It's been a fun story for me, but yeah, I lean Jets hard, and I just can't bet it with the possibility of me betting Flacco or even worse, betting on the Mormon Mahomes.
Yeah, I think that's just well put. That's the reason why Detroit's gone from favorite to dog is because we have the bias of what we saw them indoors. And you can't move on the Jets in case Flacco is at quarterback. Yeah, no, that all makes sense. Newkirk says Goff, 21 touchdowns at home, 2 on the road. Wow. Yeah. Says do the math. Defense will take care of business. So if Mike White is at quarterback, you bet the Jets.
I think if he practices later in the week and he's looking spry, I'd take the Jets even as a 1.5 point favorite.
Interesting. That gives me a lot of food for thought this week. Great breakdown, Andy. I like that. All right, and you agree with the move from 47 to 44, then I imagine.
Yeah, I think that's bad news for the Mike Whites of the world, but. I guess, those people can always buy back if it's good news later on.
And Birdie talking about Quinn and Williams says no Williams. The Jets D is average. All right. Papa Kyle says if Williams plays, I'm on the Jets as well. All right. So 2 big pieces to the puzzle there. All right. Let's move on